Hi everyone, welcome back to our channel. Today is the start of a really exciting video because we are driving our DIY van to Morocco.
We're going to Africa.
We are going to Africa in the van. As you know, and if you've watched the previous videos, we've been in Portugal for around 6 weeks.
Yeah.
And we only planned on driving through for like 2 and then going straight to Morocco. So it's actually taken us longer to get to this point than we initially
We've had a
planned.
nice little break on the way before going into Morocco. Plus the weather's been so bad while we were in Portugal. The weather was bad in Morocco as well, so it made sense just to stay put somewhere we know before actually heading off to Morocco and it being nicer weather when we get there.
Yeah, the weather's like, well, I say that, the weather was meant to have changed from today onwards for Portugal, Spain and Morocco, and we dressed for summer because it was sunny this morning, and now it is raining and we are so bored of this weather. But yeah, it is meant to change from tomorrow onwards. So I think the plan today is, we've spent the last few days prepping the van. We drove from Portugal here to Spain last night.
Got here at 2:30 this morning. We also forgot that Spain was an hour ahead of us, so by the time we hit like midnight, it was actually 1 o'clock, so we didn't get here until 2:30 this morning.
But we're at a little spot where we're only 40 minutes from Algeciras, where we get the ferry, and there's drinking water here, toilets here and stuff, so that's been a good little stop. And now we're gonna drive to, I think, Carlos's office, which, if you've ever looked into van life in Morocco, you would have heard about Carlos. He's on all the Facebook groups.
The go-to guy.
He is the go-to guy. He's just a travel agent in Spain, but he's known for helping everyone out with their open return ferries, drone storage and Moroccan dirham like money exchange. So he's like an all-in-one. So I think we're going to head there now. It's about 40 minutes away, and get our tickets. And I think we'll probably head on the ferry actually tomorrow. Yeah, not today.
We'll have a bit of a chill out because we've left it sort of quite late today doing other little bits, and then we had an issue with the toilet, as you saw.
Oh yeah, I'm going to insert a clip now actually. We filled up with water and we were about to head off at everything done, literally every van chore done, and then I realised that I'd overfilled the pea jug of the Trolino, so we've just had to clean that out, and it was disgusting. It's taken us ages. So it's now 2 o'clock. So yeah, the ferry will probably be tomorrow, and we'll find somewhere safe to park up tonight. Yeah, let's drive and get the tickets. I'm excited. One of the last jobs on our list is to fill up the water tank before we head to buy the ferry tickets, and this little park up here has a little free drinking water facility.
And free electric somewhere, we've been
handy.
told, but we're not sure whereabouts that is.
One of the Park for Night reviews said free electric, which baffles me. Not that we wouldn't need to use it anyway, we're literally always like on 100%. We're having a nightmare because we thought we were all prepped and ready to go. We've literally done everything, like every van chore you could possibly do, and I've just realised that I've overfilled the pee jug inside the Trolino toilet and it's overflowed into the main. The whole unit is sodden in my piss. And Lewis refuses to use it, so I know it's all mine, so I literally have no excuse either.
And guess who gets roped in to help? Fucking me. Who's got 2 thumbs in? Yeah, this guy.
Who knew? This drive is so nice. Do you know the name of the little town we were in last night?
No.
I'm probably going to butcher this, but I've just checked on the map. So the little town we were in was called Vanlife Casas Vegas. And then we've just gone over or through the Las Aljas region. I don't know, but even we're on the main road now and the scenery still looks just as nice.
So we've just made it to Algeciras. Is that how you say it? Algeciras?
So. Yeah,
and where we've just pulled in, you've got everything you could need. You've got like a Halfords, which is Nor Auto. You've got Leroy Merlin, which is our favourite hardware store. You've got Mackey's, Burger King, Lidl. You got the cheapest petrol station that we've seen so far, which is €1.23
on the whole trip.
Yeah.
It's like everything you could need before going over to a new country here. So if
McDonald's, Pastel de Natas, everything you could want.
Cheapest fuel so far, 123, I think Lewis said it was. Which is crazy because we've paid, I think, highs of like 170 something. Just done a quick little shop, last one before we go.
Got all our meat, our burgers, everything.
Got everything now, I hope. Hey, we've just parked outside Carlos's office. We're actually with Tia as well, so she's just pulling in. We're going together for the first month. I don't think we've said that yet. But yeah, this is where we're heading to book all of our tickets.
This is the office where the main man sells the tickets.
Of course, we have to stick a sticker on the door anytime we get a chance. Get the chance. Yeah, cool. And then they gave us one of theirs too. One for the scrapbook. Yay!
We've made it.
Okay, we've got our tickets.
We've got some cash.
Passports in one of these cute little covers. But yeah, we've got our ticket. We've got a little bit of cash, so Moroccan dirham.
Holiday money.
We also got, what else did we get? Oh, drone storage. So Carlos has stored our drones for us. So I think we're pretty much ready to go. There's a little car park just around the back from the office that's safe to park in overnight.
The port's only 10 minutes away.
Yeah, and there's loads of other vans in that car park.
Yeah.
Like literally, we're all going to Morocco tomorrow. Yeah. There's probably like 50 in there.
It's going to be a busy, exciting day tomorrow. We've got all of our meat. We've got a full fridge. We've got full gas, full water tank, a full diesel tank. So we've got everything we should possibly need. We just need to fill our bellies.
Yeah, so time to have some dinner and then go to bed in that car park and wake up. I think the ferry we're going to get is at 11. We have to be there at 10.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll pick up the camera again in the morning.
Good morning. So this is where we parked up last night. When we got here last night at like 9 o'clock, this was absolutely jammo packed. And I think everyone's got the 8 o'clock ferry. So we're off to get the, what, half 11? Quarter past 11 ferry. We didn't want to be rushed with everyone else this morning, so we thought we'll have a little bit of lay-in. We'll get the quarter past 11 ferry. Yeah, so let's drive to Africa.
We've arrived at the port. It's 10:15. The ferry's at 11:15.
That's not 9:15. Oh no, my watch is wrong.
It's definitely 10:15.
Yeah, I'm wrong.
And we were put into like, I don't know, like we haven't had any checks or anything yet, but we were just in the car park back there.
In like 3 rows.
There was like loads of rows before us of vans that we know were parked near us last night that have obviously got here earlier, but our rows just started moving straight away. Like we've literally been here 5 minutes and now it looks like we're going through like passport and checking and stuff. So I don't know if we've just got lucky, if we're in the wrong queue. God knows.
We will soon find out.
Yeah, we will soon find out. This is what we're dealing with.
But we are in pure sunshine, no clouds,
blue skies,
rain.
guys.
It's so nice and warm.
Yay!
Finally, things are looking up.
Continue. If we cross over into Morocco and it's raining,
we're gonna
I'm
come
coming
back.
straight back.
Official documents.
Yeah, now to passport control. I have to make sure we get our little stampies.
We got a stamp.
It's really gone on the other page, look.
Oh yeah.
Leakage.
Official. Yeah, look at this weather. God, blue skies, no cries.
Just boarding now, and I've never been on a ferry. Well, I mean, I've not been on many ferries, but I didn't realise on some like this you've got to turn around. You know how you like drive on and then drive straight off for the one for France? This one,
You've got a board on.
we're boarding this
turn
way.
round,
We're turning round. Turn around on the boat ready to get off.
To be fair, the reason
Pretty
we've been
mad.
waiting the whole time is because lorries have been pulling up in front of the ferry and then reversing on so that they can then just drive straight
There's
off.
no way off.
We're sailing. Perfect weather. And actually you can see Gibraltar Rock just behind that crane bit.
Okay, so we're on the ferry. I don't know how long. It must be nearly done.
We got on at quarter past
No, it didn't take off on the take off like a flight. Didn't set off.
What time did we say?
No, maybe about 11:30. So it's an hour and a half ferry. So we must be nearly done. And we assumed that you would get your passport stamped for entering Morocco, like when you get off the ferry. But luckily we saw this little kiosk over here that people were queuing for. You actually get your passport stamped whilst you're on the ferry. So we've just filled out like a little card with all of our details that we got given when we boarded, and took it over with our passports and get stamped.
Could
So
definitely
we're all
miss
good to
that.
go.
The smallest little kiosk with one little window open, so you could definitely like miss getting your passport stamped and driving to Morocco and think nothing of it, and then try and get back on the ferry. They'll be like, when did you enter Morocco?
Yeah.
You wouldn't have any clue.
So you have to manually go over and get your passport stamped and do that whilst you're on the ferry. So noted.
Top tip. I don't know if you can hear me, but that is Africa. That is the tip of Morocco. How exciting.
Just arrived.
We're about to land. So nice and warm.
Oh, so nice and warm.
I can feel the sun on my face.
I don't know if you can see this, but we're literally packed in like sardines. I can't even get in. Wait. Breathe in, everyone. Oh my god, I literally can't get in there. We're
Can't you
literally
breathe in?
packed in. Can you fit any more cars on this ferry? Oh my god.
God, why is everyone beeping? God,
We're just joining in.
what are they doing?
Everyone's really impatient because we've been waiting here a while now, to be fair.
Yeah.
We're waiting to go through the police and customs bit. There's a lot of shouting, a lot of people trying to get over gates. We've been offered about 50 SIM cards. It's hard to tell who's an official and who's not. Don't want to obviously invade people's privacy and film people, but yeah, there's all sorts going on right now. There's what looks like an official
Security fence.
security fence over there with people trying to climb over, shouting to people on this side that are trying to sell SIM cards. We're queuing to, I thought we were about to go through, but we're now queuing again. A lot of shouting going on. People getting out of cars here, taking videos of them and everything. What is going on? So we've just gone past all the drama, but it's still happening behind us. There's like a security car and everything over there now, but we've just realised the X-ray scanner is like a lorry, and like so you get a line of car. I don't know if this is just no knowledge, but they line all the cars up, and then that lorry with the X-ray machine connected to it like drives alongside them and X-rays the row of cars all in one go. So I don't know what I was expecting, but not that. Okay, we're going through the scanner next. Despite us going through the X-ray, we still had to be manually searched. So someone just went through all of the fan and everything, which I didn't know was going to happen, did you?
No.
He went through some things, like he was yanking at our table because you could see it had little like clasps to pull something out.
Like it was a hidden drawer.
Yeah, like we'd hidden something. So he was trying to he was like yanking at the table. Lewis spotted him. I was like, no, let me do it for you. Like, don't break the table. But then all of the overhead like cabinets and stuff, he didn't look in.
Didn't go in the fridge.
Storage.
Didn't go in the cutlery drawers. Overhead storage.
No, nothing.
Weird.
So anyway, last up is another SIM card. Yeah, these are little booths here before you leave the port, and one of them is van insurance, and you have to get yourself some third-party van insurance for whilst you're here. So we need up to 3 months, so we're going to try and go book it. I've seen this place on Facebook, so I'm hoping that might be the one to go to. Bye bye to the port.
Bye bye.
Finally, we're on the road.
We've made it. We're on the road, out of the port, and down
The views already. These are our views. Scenery already is so nice.
So nice. And the
Out that
sun is
window.
just making it.
Yeah, the sun's making it a dream. Finally, sunshine. There's people everywhere. There's a random guy there, look, just sat. Like, what are you doing? Really wasn't expecting this. I feel like the camera's not doing it justice, but like, just over that way, I wonder if we'll get a gap coming up. Wait for it. Like, what? Oh my god.
I didn't even see him.
What?
Speed man.
Oh.
Speed.
We're going well slow.
Yeah, it's a 40.
I might have already got a speeding fine. Anyway, it's gonna be one hell of an adventure. This is already crazy. Isn't this gonna be one hell of an adventure?
Yeah.
I'm excited. It's already so different compared to anywhere we've been before. Oh. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, I think we're realising how stressful the driving here is going to be. We've just been cut up about 50,000 times, tried to be pulled over, like people trying to pull us over, people trying to help us like help us park when we don't need to park.
Crazy.
Help us to turn around because we're on the wrong road, even though everyone behind us is on the same road and the map's telling us we can go down the road. Oh my god, it's crazy. We've just gone through like a small, I guess, city or town.
Seaside town, I think.
Oh my god. Guys, it's absolute carnage. I literally can't even tell you how bad this is driving through this little city.
Do you think the traffic around the Arc de Triomphe in France is bad?
Like,
Go to Morocco and try and drive.
it is. It doesn't even look that bad right now, but it is all going on.
Right, there's a gap.
Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. We're parked up for the night. This wasn't the original plan, but we were done with all of that crazy driving. And this is a nice, free, flat, well-lit car park. So we are going to stay here for the night. And the sunset over there is actually unreal.
Hello, bro. How are you?
Hello.
Hi.
So nice over there. We're all parked up and about to have burgers for dinner. We've got cheesy bacon burgers with salad. Gonna add some mustard. Thanks, chef.
Whoa, we're spitting.
And we're in a really nice little spot with a nice view. I think I would have inserted a clip. Yeah, we're gonna carry on driving. Oh.
Good morning from Chefchaouen, Morocco. It's our first day, technically our second day in Morocco. I think the plan today is to head down to Chefchaouen and actually stop near Acchour, because there's a waterfall there and there's a nice hike and loads of really nice scenery. So I think that's going to be our plan today. Everyone else is currently asleep in the van. It's just tucked around the back of that toilet block. But this is the scenery. What a spot to park the van.
Good morning, everyone. We are on our way, about an hour and a half to go to some waterfalls, hopefully.
Yeah.
Hopefully it won't be as busy as yesterday on the roads, because I think we're going slightly like out of the city and stuff now. So
Yeah.
fingers crossed it's nice and smooth. Yeah, let's go. Yeah, we've been on the road about 5 minutes. We've already seen sheep, donkey. What else have we seen?
I saw a chicken yesterday.
Yesterday too. Chicken, cats. We've seen a camel. I don't know, did we show you the camel?
I don't think we showed the camel.
Oh no! We've been in Morocco less than 24 hours and I think we've seen probably every animal, including camel. Like, it's crazy. Goats on the road! Wow! Also, this scenery. Look at this road. This is crazy. Oh my god. Wow.
The boss is in action. We've got lunch.
Cheese and pickle sandwiches before we go on this long walk. Is our little,
Awesome crisps.
little fridge in the van. I don't know if we've really shown much of the van yet in this vlog. But obviously we've got loads of videos on our channel with the van tour. And welcome to our little humble abode.
We've just made it to Acchour and we're going to go and see God's Rock, which is like a natural rock formation with like almost like a bridge, and then Acchour Falls, which is a massive waterfall, we've been told. We've just started the Acchour waterfall walk. I think it's about a 2-hour one-way walk, so we're following Dora and she is leading the way. Look at that, she's taking us down a dodgy little path, look. Crystal clear. And we're still going. We've seen monkeys that we were scared of but managed to walk past.
Literally a whole group of monkeys, like 20 easily. Crazy, small ones, big ones, mad. And then we've had to like walk across the little river.
Take our Birkins off.
Going on. It's so nice. The scenery's unreal, guys. This is like a must. Like, do not skip this part of Morocco when you first arrive.
Look at that. It's like the Grand Canyon. Another river crossing. We're all wearing Birkenstock, so we drop our Birkenstock, it's going in the drink. Right. Bit of foot content. Look at the local go.
Makes it look easy.
We're about, what are we in? Hour and 50 minutes in.
Yeah.
Hopefully we're close.
Should be.
Sun's gone.
10 minutes.
10 monitos. Feels like one of those paths where you're getting led to a dead end and then you're going to get kidnapped. Not far. All the stragglers are behind. There's the sign, Cascade. Wow. Look at that. That's the Falls Walk done. That was tough, but
off to a little campsite. Well, it's a paid spot, but there's no facilities, but it's really nice. You can swim in the water and stuff, so hopefully in the morning
yeah,
we can do that.
yeah, we're gonna go there, set up camp and put some dinner on.
Morning everyone. It might look like we finished that walk and all of a sudden it's morning, but it's actually a day has passed in between.
We had a whole day off yesterday.
Yeah. So let's just quickly show you where we've parked and where we've woken up. So we were up the road about 6 minutes doing the Cascade walk 2 days ago, and then we drove to this little campsite spot which is 50 dirham a night. It's not expensive by any means, but apparently it's a bit more than what a lot of the campsites in Morocco are, but regardless, look at where we've slept for the last 2 nights. Just give you a full 360. There's a couple of other vans there, and here we are. We have a new pet. Obviously there are a lot of wild dogs in Morocco. There's around 4 that have been like pottering just in this area. This is one of them, so he's just had some biscuits for breakfast.
We've had peacocks, chickens, goats, saw a frog yesterday.
Horses. Yeah, literally we've had so many animals here.
Yeah.
Yeah, yesterday we literally just sat right here on some tables and chairs and sunbathed all day. We used our scrubber to do a little bit of laundry. We figured out a way of showering, so we're going to do that today. After a walk, we're going to go do another walk. This one is in a similar location, but it's called the God's Bridge Walk. So we're going to go do that now, and it's really early. It's like nearly 9 o'clock, maybe 9 a.m.
Half 8.
Oh, it's 8:30. So we're going to go do this other walk and then come back here, because there is something fun that we're going to do that's also here. I don't know if you would have seen it in that clip or spotted it, but we'll let you know when we get back. This is the start of both walks. Yesterday, was it yesterday? No, the day before we went over there where you can see, oh, they've gone. There was 2 people just there then. But this time, so it's over here. This time we're going this way, and then it veers off around to the right instead of straight on.
This walk's only 45 minutes.
Yeah, it's not
one
long.
way, whereas the other one was 2 hours one way.
Yeah.
So this one's
Let's
a little
go.
bit nicer on the legs.
Yeah.
The terrain's very different compared to yesterday's walk. We're already rock climbing.
Why am I rock climbing at 9 a.m? God.
Made it to the bridge. Well,
Yay.
it's a rock, but it works like a bridge.
We've realised that we were meant to get to the base of the bridge, which obviously was never going to happen the minute we started climbing
Uphill.
upwards. So we're above it, and I think on the other side you can see that you can go down to it.
Follow the path along. That you can go along, and then there's like a little windy path that comes down. So I think we'll be able to come down.
Maybe loop around instead of coming back this way, because this is like direct sunlight.
Okay.
We weren't already planning on having showers today. We definitely need to have one and find one. Like,
Lauren stinks. I stink as well, to be fair.
the exciting thing we said we were coming to do is a zip line. So at the little campsite there's 2 different zip lines you can do. So I've just paid 70 dirham. I think you do 3 like little ones. They tried giving me a pink helmet. I was like, no, not happening. I'm not a pink girl. Excited. It looks so pretty where we are.
Look at me, all the gear again. No idea. Just paid, what we pay, 140 dirham for me and Lauren to do the zip line. So I'll try and film while we're on the zip line as best I can to try and show you what we're going on. We're in Chefchaouen. We left the zip line, all had showers, we're all nice and refreshed, and now we're sweating walking up a hill.
Just paid 5 dirham to park and have someone watch the van just on the outskirts of the city, and then we've literally just started walking through the blue Blue City, Blue Pearl, and it is amazing already.
As you can see, it's very blue. Got a bit of magnet shopping. Nice picturesque view of the city.
Sunset spot.
Yeah.
About an hour early. Been invited for some Moroccan tea.
Off we go.
We're just on that way to look at stuff.
You can hear the call to prayer. Beautiful sunshine again. It's meant to be 26 degrees today, so we're going to be cooking. Let's see where we go. Going off the beaten track. I think we've made it to the little village on the hill. Got the stragglers slowly coming up behind us. We've just brought in some Moroccan tea, which we're all going to enjoy together. So, welcome back. This is where we woke up this morning. Well, not up here, but we're down there. There she is. Yeah, we woke up facing these amazing red rocks. And we got here in pitch black darkness last night at about 8 o'clock, so we didn't actually know what we were going to see. This is normally like a lake, but it's all dried out from the heat.
It's been a while since we last vlogged, I think, for this little Morocco
About 4 days.
vlog. Yeah, we're currently on our way somewhere very exciting, and we're going to start a whole new video for that. You guys might be able to guess geographically. We obviously arrived in northern Morocco and we've been slowly working our way south. I wanted to quickly speak about a few of the experiences that I don't think we've vlogged, but that we've had in the last few days.
It's been nice just to experience the experiences that we've had without picking up the camera and just actually sort of living in the moment, which has been really nice.
Yeah, so we were parked up just outside of Fez, which is one of the crazy chaotic cities here in northern Morocco. We were parked, it was basically near a big lake, but it dried
out lake.
And we were basically in the middle of nowhere, and we'd already stayed one night and it was super quiet. We were staying a second night and it was actually the end of Ramadan, because it's been that since we've arrived here. And so they were celebrating Eid, and that night there was like a whole family of men that turned up in 3 cars to the spot that we were in, which was obviously really remote and like no cars had been there. So we were like, what is going on? And then they got their rugs out, got food out, got their gas bottle out, and they started like cooking up food and basically celebrating.
They came over, the 2 young kids come over to us now, so we had like have you got a lighter? So we gave them a lighter and we thought, they'll probably just keep it, like it's fine. And then about half an hour later, they came back over to us with the lighter and a little plastic tub of like traditional biscuits and like sweet treats.
All of
so
their
that
food.
was like such an amazing little surprise. We weren't expecting it.
Half an hour after that, they'd been eating and celebrating from about 100 meters away. They then came over. I could see a guy walking over with like 2 little glasses, and he'd basically brought us some Moroccan tea to have. So we had that, and then we obviously needed to return the glasses. So we went over there to return everything, and straight away, as soon as we walked over, he was like, Madame, and he got up off his seat and he was like, you sit here. He's giving up his chairs for me. So we both got invited to sit down, and I think we spent about half an hour at sunset in the middle of nowhere with these amazing views, this amazing family, and we were just trying to speak in like broken English with them. We were talking about football, we were talking about Eid, we were talking about our ages and stuff. And
before we left the family sort of after the experience, we're just about to leave, and one of them come over and said like, gift, and they gave us a teapot with tea sort of ready to go that he'd just been boiling, and 2 little glasses to
I was
keep.
like, we bring it back to you after we've drank the tea. He was like, no, it's a gift. So we'd just been speaking about wanting to buy like a traditional silver Moroccan teapot from one of the Medinas here whilst we're here. And then all of a sudden we had one and it was gifted, which was so much more special. So that was really nice. And then we're in a different spot just outside the city, and this is just an example of how friendly Moroccan people are. We were in a supermarket late at night, it's about 9 p.m. and we got speaking to this guy who was working, and then he came and refound us in the shop about 10 minutes later and was like, like, you wait for me to finish work and then I'm gonna take you to my house and cook you dinner, basically.
The supermarket closed at 11.
So we would have had to wait 2 hours. We basically couldn't because we were moving on that night. But that same night, we then parked outside of like a venue that had been shut the night before. And when we got back to it, there's loads of cars outside. So when I investigated, and it was basically a big Moroccan wedding happening. And they invited us into that as well. So it's just an example of how welcoming and friendly people are here, is that we had 2 invites in the space of 2 hours from like 9 p.m. till 11 p.m. One to go for dinner
and a wedding.
One to go to a wedding. So that's the type of experiences we've been having here in Morocco so far. We've obviously only been here for a week. That's why we've not picked up the camera as much. But I hope you've enjoyed this vlog anyway. And like I said, the next one is going to be super exciting.
Yeah.
And we're on our way to somewhere really, really fun in the van. And I can't quite believe our little Ford Transit has
made it this
brought
far.
us this far. But yeah, we will check in next time. Hope you've enjoyed this one. See you next time.
Yeah.
Bye.